most easy way to understand this camera is a 1-inch sensor, fixed lens FX6.
Right.
It's have a variable ND built in, have a very crazy lens, 24 to 480 millimeters.
Yep, 10-bit 422,
Yes.
S-Log 3, like everything you basically expect in this, which Carl's got, which we're going to be testing out and comparing, but in this much smaller Handycam style body.
Yep.
And much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
So the thing with this camcorder, because that's what we're going to call it, is this is designed to take all the tech from the Alpha line and put it into a camcorder that you can basically give to anybody and get S-Log 3, 10-bit 422, 4K, up to 120 frames per second video just with no prior knowledge. Auto ND, it's pretty interesting. One thing I want to point out, we are testing this out, but this is a prototype. It's not for sale. This is like the only one here at Kondo. Just want to point that out. You can see that it basically looks like a longer FX6 just with a fixed lens.
Iris and variable
Iris
ND.
Variable ND, but you got that auto ND on there.
You are in focus.
Really?
It is in focus.
That's funny. So if I take this
Perfectly
off,
focused.
how's this come off? Does it
There's
slide?
a little button here.
Okay. So
It is in. Oh my gosh! 1 centimeter focus distance. Where the pops at? Yes. It's literally in focus.
Straight and left? Go straight through it and go right. You'll see
Yeah.
it on a palette.
Oh, it's your eyes in focus. This is wild. Yeah.
one of the downfalls for people is going to be that it has a 1-inch sensor. One of the downfalls is it's a 1-inch sensor, so it's not going to be the best in low light, but it has all the alpha tech. What I mean by that is it has the A7R5 AI sensor in it. So that same A7R5 tech you get with if someone walks in front of someone else, if someone walks behind a tree, it trying to figure out where that person is. It does all that stuff.
Need your assistance.
Sure. How can I assist? We're gonna have Anthony just run across with stuff coming behind him, and we want to see if we can track him the whole way without losing focus.
This is a good test because there's going to be a bunch of objects going by him, like these lamps, tables. I think it's Mexican night tonight. We're really not sure.
Just give me a thumbs up when you're good.
What's he doing?
Oh, this is why we got the
He's going to run around.
Ready,
What time's your
set, go!
You drove, right?
There you go.
Parkour. Parkour. Parkour.
Look at that, guys.
Behind the fountain. Go behind the fountain.
Oh, send him way back over there again.
Is it still tracking him?
Yeah.
No way.
Now we lost him because he ducked.
Oh.
That's user error.
Did I do a good job? Was that good?
I'm tired. I bet a Canon couldn't do that. No comment.
So here's what I want. This is like my ideal camera. It's perfect. But I want the FX30 sensor in it, and I want an interchangeable lens. So basically what I want is something between an FX6 and an FX9 that's Super 35 with that style body, with this body,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's
I love it. Everything about it is great.
feels great in the hand.
Feels so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only like negative is that 1-inch sensor.
Yeah.
There's like hardly any depth of field out of
Right.
it, right? But that's what I mean. If it was APS-C,
Yeah.
cooking.
But as like a B camera or as a behind the scenes camera, it's
Totally.
it's perfect.
You know what else would be great? I wish the audio handle for like FX3, FX30 had the zoom rocker on it for PZ lenses. Would be really nice. Yeah, it's a great camera. I love it.
Hey, do you know how to put this into S-Log?
That was my question. Like, what's the sales pitch on that versus this motherfucker?
You can give it to someone that doesn't know how to shoot anything,
Yeah,
and it does it all.
Yeah, that's
Would
nice.
you ever use something like this in your studio?
Not in my studio, but like as a behind the scenes cam, I can just give to anybody. Like, which when I'm shooting like this kind of video, and I'm having to manage all the settings myself. Like, that
We're in
makes
S-Log.
sense.
Yeah. I didn't really fix it. I just pushed a bunch of buttons till it came on. Fixed it. That's how tech
Tomato,
guys
tomato.
do it. We don't need this manual this thick. You just push a bunch of buttons and then remember it, and then 2 weeks later forget how to do it and go back through
You
it again.
figure out how to do it, you make a YouTube video about it, and then 2 years later
Watch
you
your own
forget and you have to watch your own
You watch
video.
it. I do that a lot. All right, now we got to test the internal NDs when we go outside.
Shockless.
All right, so Gerald's about, what, 40, 50 yards away. Hey, Gerald! Gerald! Hi!
The fixed lens is a 24 to 480, right?
Yeah, 480.
24 to 480.
2.8 to 4.5.
So it's a variable aperture, but then when you put it in HD, it becomes a 24 to, with clear image zoom, like G said, 900 and something.
So not only do we have internal NDs, but we also have image stabilization. It is possible.
Now,
It's so smooth.
Do you think it's possible because the sensor's small? I mean,
It's got to be.
we know it's possible now because the Burano has
Right.
ND with active stabilization built in. But that is a lot smaller than the Burano.
Dana's not impressed.
No, I'm impressed, but I was impressed the first time I saw it.
Dana's not impressed.
Yeah.
You're not making the video.
You know, if you're on here, you could obviously like tap to focus. But if you're looking through here, you can't tap to focus. However, there's this red crosshair in the middle where wherever you're kind of pointed with that crosshair, you click, and then it'll track that thing that you've just clicked on. And you can use the joystick on the back to move that crosshair around, kind of like you would sort of like a focus box on an alpha camera. And then if you want to turn the EVF off, you just slot it down, and now as it's here or something, you're not going to have that little sensor trigger.
So you see the red cross that's in the middle there. If I was to just point it over here and then tap the button just here, if I tap it, it'll find something close to that cross to focus on. So say Dana, well then we move it over here, just tap on the blue, it'll focus on that and it'll track it. Tap on Anita, it will track her. So it's pretty interesting in terms of just like simplicity. Point the cross at what you want and it will use its AI to focus on the person, find an eye, or just generally track that spot. Like you could do it on a spot too, right? So if I just pop it there, it will track that spot. Okay, we're gonna run and test the stabilization. You ready?
Ready.
And go.
It's like the old Canon GL2, but like the first time I ever got to play with something like that, shooting weddings in 2007 on mini DV tapes. Yeah, please steal this from me.
Did you know?
I cannot take it.
Whoa, hello.
It's like Thor's hammer.
That's in focus.
It's in focus.
I'm literally inside the camera.
It's a 1 centimeter minimum focus.
Wow. Why 1-inch sensor?
Why not?
I wanted a little bigger.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
$3,200.
Oh, wow.
But if they made a Super 35 one,
Yeah,
like,
the lens has to be bigger,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
someone said that already.
sick.
Yeah, why would
Stabilization's gonna be difficult.
It could be a tiny
Everything
bit bigger,
becomes
probably
harder.
a little bit less zoom rate.
everything becomes harder with a larger sensor?
One thing that's missing from the FX6, if you don't want to use this monitor or plug in your own HDMI or SDI monitor, you got no other options. With this, what do you have?
Dad cam style EVF.
Oh, bro,
Dad
that takes me back.
There it is.
Wow,
There it
that's
is, old man.
Right?
oh my gosh. Why have we been using photo cameras for video
I don't know.
when a video camera can do this? So the only my only downside with this is low light
Pretty much.
and not probably
Depth of field.
what? Yeah, depth of field. What's my 2.8? Yeah, 2.8 on one sensor. Oh, this is compelling.
I know.
This is a very compelling camera. $3,200.
If you want SDI, it's 4,000.
I don't need SDI.
Yeah, no. Not for that.
Dude. And you've already got a handle built in. You've got a good
I was gonna say, it probably has
viewfinder.
XLRs.
Yeah.
XLR input.
Yeah.
And a
yeah.
normal mic already on there for scratch.
Oh,
Where is
wow.
XLR input on it?
It's literally on the sides like the
Oh.
FX3 panel.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
Seriously, if
Is this out yet?
If it was a Super 35, I would buy one immediately.
Tomorrow. But it'd be
Yeah.
$5,800. Or maybe
But I would still probably buy one.
Still buy it.
might be 65.
Still buy
I mean, it's still compelling as is, especially with that zoom rate.
Yo, 480 millimeters looks crazy stable too. What the?
We just had Anthony running across the way, and it was like in focus and tracked the whole way. Put your eye up it, go in front of it. Yeah. The way David's got it.
Do you know who this is perfect for? This is golf creators.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Like the whole golf creator space.
That's
Their
actually
Track
biggest
the tiny
issue-
ball all the way through.
Like one of their biggest issues is being able to get a wide shot of someone like teeing off and then being able to go shump down to the pin.
So basically, like the why we launched the Honeycam in 2024, because a lot doesn't know, like actually the demand of the Honeycam in the past several years is decreased.
Right.
The reason of that is the creator and also the corporation or the video, basically content creators, they want more creativity control.
Yeah.
That's the reason they go to cinema camera, they go to alpha.
Yeah.
Right. However, that's the demand of this is because the simplicity of use it.
Right.
And there's a auto button. You
Has an
switch
ND,
on,
auto
yes.
ND, yeah.
It will do everything.
Yeah.
Right. So, for example, corporation, education, house worship, and because a lot of the places rely on the volunteer or employee, they don't have the knowledge.
Yep.
This thing provides a very simple, easy to use.
Yeah.
Basically, the most easy way to understand this camera is a 1-inch sensor, fixed lens FX6.
Right.
It have a variable ND built in, have a very crazy lens, 24 to 480 millimeters.
Yep, 10-bit 422,
Yes.
S-Log 3, like everything you basically expect in this, which Carl's got, but in this much smaller Handycam style body.
Yep.
And much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
Yeah, 30.
There are two models.
Two versions.
One is called the NX800,
Yep.
$32.99. It doesn't have the SDI or the thing. And another one, the Z200, is about $4,000.
Right. Thank you, G.
No problem.
Keep
I'm
doing
gonna
what
pop
you're
this
doing.
camera for you for 2 hours.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you.
So that is just playing about with this camera for a little bit. What do you think? Are we in a time now where we need camcorders again? I think this definitely has a place. Maybe not for YouTube, but for people that maybe need to film and they don't really have any knowledge, but they still need to get a good image, behind the scenes shooter, someone that's shooting a video for someone else, of shooting other YouTubers when they film videos like we've been doing throughout this whole video. It's an interesting little camera. That's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
It's just a video, so I think we got it. Unless you guys want to switch your poses.
What's that?
You could switch up poses if you wanted to.